As you may have seen in previous videos, my craft area is also our office space and occasionally our guest room. So my husband Brian works from home, so this is very much his everyday office. And then occasionally we have guests come stay with us here in Oklahoma, and typically we'll set up a queen size air mattress in here. And this room, it's hard to tell, but the floor space does fit a queen size air mattress. In a previous video, I mentioned that I have a cabinet that I made into an island. That is the 2-drawer cabinet that you see there. We're just cleaning out the rest of the blankets and then we'll pull that out. But here you can see I am pulling the tabletop out first. This is just a cheap IKEA tabletop. They used to be cheaper. I miss those days. I wish I bought more of them. But then I had my husband Brian help me pull this cabinet out. It's very, very heavy even without craft supplies in it. So he had to help me. And that's why the lighting's terrible in here, because it was first thing in the morning before he went to go do some errands on a Saturday. He's pulling out this cabinet for me. I appreciate his help so very much. And yes, he knows I'm filming this. And I will mention, I mentioned that we put up a queen size air mattress for our guests. Please know we are not complete heathens. And when parents come stay, they stay in our bedroom and we stay in the spare bedroom with the air mattress. We don't make them sleep on the air mattress. My sisters stay here. We've had a friend stay here. We stayed in here when parents were visiting. So it works out. In a 2-bedroom apartment, this is the solution we came up with, especially when I needed a space for crafting. I really like having this space for crafting so that my craft supplies aren't taking up the entire rest of the apartment. And Brian needed a space to work, and so this is the solution we came up with. And it's really nice to have this cabinet that we can move around and turn into island space. You can't really tell from this angle. I would just have my phone set up across the room, but there is actually quite a bit of walking room around this tabletop. So I actually have 2 IKEA tabletops and I put one on top of the other. And the reason for that is, first of all, the cabinet is very short. And so when I only put one tabletop, it just feels too short for me. Now I am short, I am 5'2". The cabinet itself, it just isn't tall enough for me. So I add 2 IKEA tabletops to make it more comfortable when I'm standing and working. And then the other reason I do 2 countertops kind of staggered, I have a tripod that clamps to the desk for my phone when I'm doing an overhead video, and the clamp will only do 1 thickness. So in order to hang that, I stagger the desktops, and that's why that's the way it is. And then you can see that the desktop does overhang a bit, and so I just kind of embrace that and make it into a little peninsula, and I put the trash can underneath that, and it's a really nice additional workspace when I'm mid-project. We do leave this cabinet out all the time. It's not really in the way. The only time we push it under the desk is when we have guests. We actually had guests like almost back to back, like we only had like a week in between. So this cabinet has actually been under the desk for a very long time. But it didn't matter because I wasn't doing as many projects anyway, if that makes sense, because I was busy hosting and doing other work things. So it all works out, and I really am thankful that my husband is willing to help me with this. This camera angle doesn't really let you see it, but laying by the yellow lamp is actually, this is currently the staging area for my next video. I'm super excited about it. Actually, not my next video, 2 videos from now. So I have 2 videos coming up in the next month or so. Really excited to get those out there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when these new videos come out. I'm so excited to share them with you. It's gonna be so fun. I have some really great content coming up. So I hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what you're crafting right now, because I'm so curious. I am excited to dig back into a craft that I was into many years ago and am just getting back into, and I'll tell you about that more a couple videos from now. I'm kind of been transitioning my space back into paper crafting over the last years. I know I haven't posted a video in a while. Work has been really busy. I do have a day job, but I've really been doing a lot of paper crafting, not as much sewing. Stay tuned for all of that coming up.